Okay, everyone, Paul, I'm going to quickly go through it again. This is like version 5. I made some more updates. Tell me what you think. Critical, no problem. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. 2024 Global 2 Second Lean Leadership Summit. So, we have a lot of amazing people here that have come from all over the world, and I'm excited to meet with all of you. So, wow, who's in this room? The top 2 second lean leaders in the world by invitation only, the top 50 people. So, I want to give a short little talk on something I've been thinking about for the last 6 weeks, and it's called 1330. I engage people all day long from all over the world, and everybody's on a different level in their journey. Some people, the second they hear 2 second lean, they get it. Other people it takes them 2 or 3 times. Other people 30 times, then they start to finally get it. So I thought to myself, what is the difference between these people? So I thought I'd use Aiden as an illustration. So Aiden is the president of the BI group, 8,000 employees, and when he heard me speak about 2 second lean, he instantly changed his whole company. Most people would never do that. They say 8,000 people, never. But he just full stopped and said, we're doing this. Why did Aiden do that? So I'm just going to kind of do a little characteristic analysis of what these characteristics are of the people who change the first time they hear it. Number one, fearless. They embrace change. They're life learners. They have high skill level. They can actually do things. They can construct things. They have deep experiences. And a lot of times they've traveled all over the world, and they have mentors in their life. This certainly fits the profile of Aiden. It fits the profile as well as me. I was very fearless. I loved change. I was always reading all the time. I went to school, got my degree. Not that that's necessary, but I had a lot of learning in my background. Skilled. I could build anything. I could change a water pump when I was 12 years old. And deep experience. I've traveled over 130 countries. I've been all over the place, and I've always had deep and important and meaningful mentors in my life, Bob Taylor being one of the most important ones. So I thought, just for the sake of kind of illustrating these in a funny way to make it visual so you could remember them, I said, I'll take a little baby and we'll say, hey, fearless. Could you imagine a baby getting on a one wheel and learning a one wheel? Fearless. And embraces change. Hey, everything, children love change. They're always into trying new things. They don't have any inhibitions. And then a life learner. I read a book a month minimum, sometimes even more than that. And I've been doing that since I was 20 years old. And then skilled, the ability to do anything. You give them a screw gun, boy, they'll fix anything in the house, no problem. They're very adept at that. And then lots of experience, traveled all over the world, and just really understood different cultures and everything. And then mentorship. And so this is just a funny little thing I put together, just to kind of remember these key points. So now let's talk about the threes. Who are the threes? They have some fear. They're okay with change. They're not crazy about change. They have some education, not a lot. Maybe they might read a book occasionally, but it's not the forefront of what they do. They have some experiences. Maybe they travel to 1 or 2 countries. They travel a little bit around their own country, but not extensive. They have some skills. They get skills when it's necessary, but they don't seek out to learn all kinds of new skills all the time. And mentors, maybe there might have been one influential person in their life, but it's not the forefront of what they do. So you take a person like this woman here. She's amazing. She learned about lean and she started doing it. Now, in the beginning, she's a little afraid. Like, what's my boss going to think about doing this? And she was okay with change, but she had a little reticent. I got a little educational background, not a lot. She had some experience, some skills, but not a lot. And not necessarily a mentor, but she did it, and she didn't resist too much. She just kind of went in and did it, but uh, she didn't robustly have those attributes of the Iden, if you will. So let's go to the characteristics of a 30. A lot of fear. They're like, I don't want to do that. I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want someone to whack me. They avoid change. Like, why change, man? Things are okay. It's good enough. I can buy my beer at the end of the day. I can do what I need to do. no educational background to speak of, probably never read a book, very few experiences traveling and exposed to other cultures, a minimum skill set. They have the skills they need to do their job, but beyond that, they don't really seek out new skills, and definitely no mentors. So 1-3-30. So why does this matter? You're asking me, why, Paul, why are you even doing this? What does this have to do with anything? Well, it matters because you need to know your people. And everyone's in a different place in their lean journey. And you have to understand maybe where their deficiencies are, where their weaknesses are, and you need to work with them to bring them up to a new level of lean leadership and lean adoption. And you do this by having a deep understanding of where their deficiencies are. So I will explain as we go along here. So 1-3-30, develop your people with knowledge, with profound knowledge of where they need to be improved. So I'll give you an example of how I do it. This is my recipe. So our morning meeting. Well, we make everyone lead our morning meeting, and they have to make videos all the time. And they do that, they overcome their fear. Now, this is not normal for people, but we deliberately address the fear issue with this one thing. And then daily change. I mean, that's all we do is change. We require 1-2 second improvement every day from someone. So change becomes a normal thing because it's part of what we do. And daily education. And we have a history lesson every morning in our morning meeting. We've done this for 10, 20 years. This is the norm. So we educate our people. And then expose people with tours and travel. 23 of my people have been to Japan. Frontline workers have been to Japan. Not all leaders and managers, frontline people. And we've taken people all over the world. We've taken people to China and all over Europe and all over the United States on tours. We regularly expose our people so they become more effective as a lean leader. And then number 5, we teach them skills. You know, we have a robust wood shop and metal shop, and people who have never used any of these tools are back there using them, learning about pneumatics, learning about woodworking, learning about metalworking. So we deliberately teach people skills so they can overcome their fears and develop these attributes so they can become more effective lean thinkers and lean leaders. And lastly, my job as a mentor, and Lucas's job as a mentor, and my son and my wife, our job as leaders is to be mentors. That's what we do. So this has been the recipe for our success to overcome and create fearless leaders, people that embrace change, life learners who are skilled with deep experiences and have a mentor in their life. This is the development of my idea of why some people succeed and they don't. So whenever you have someone who's struggling, you should ask yourself, where is the deficiency and how can I support them to develop that so we can get on our lean journey more effectively and not waste any time. Thank you very much.